Welcome, everybody, to another exciting edition of Omnibros Live on that Wednesday, middle of the week. An interesting week. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. No show tomorrow, but we'll do it Friday. But nonetheless, you're here for the Wednesday show where we talk about movies, comic talk, video games, whatever you guys want to talk about, Q&A, all that fun stuff. Geo Omnibus here from A Week in Geekdom, and I'm joined by my good pal, Comics Guy. Lou, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, man. How's it going?
I was pretty tired, but now I'm chilling. Got my grapes. It's pre-Thanksgiving, so I know a lot of people are hyped and baking that turkey and all that fun stuff. But we're here to entertain you guys while you bake and cook and all that fun stuff and prepare for the meal tomorrow.
Man. Hey, do you guys have Costco? You guys have Costco in Puerto Rico?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you? Okay. If you ever get a chance, I don't know if you have a membership, go to Costco.
I do not. I have Sam's Club.
Okay. Sam's Club might have this. There are these things called cotton candy grapes. My wife was the one that turned me onto them. And they taste just like cotton candy.
Look at that. Surprise guest, everybody.
Hey, Gabe.
What up, everybody?
It's been a minute.
Been a minute. Decided to stop in, see how everybody's doing. Pop and roll a bitch real quick, that kind of stuff, you know?
It's like a classic Sunday episode, and we lost Gabe.
And he's gone. There he goes.
And he's gone. That was a quick cameo Easter egg for you guys. So what were you saying about the grapes? Sorry.
Oh, dude, cotton candy grapes, man.
I think I've seen them, but I don't remember eating them.
They taste just like grapes. You would remember them. They taste honestly just like cotton candy.
Okay.
Like, we don't know what they do to them, but they're amazing. Did Gabe really just pop in and pop out like that? Is he done?
I don't know. I thought he was going to participate.
Okay.
Gabe is alive. He's been killing it on the app. I forgot the name of the app, so apologies, Gabe. But the sales app thing.
Whatnot.
There we go. Whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
No, there we go.
Whoops. I wanted to see the chat, so I had to log in. As soon as I hit log in, it took me out and made me go through all these processes.
Thanksgiving miracle. Pleasant surprise. Good to see you.
It's good to see everybody. I missed everybody.
Yeah, baby.
Glad I wasn't forgotten. This camera sucks. So it's all blurry. Like I'm all crusty.
So what have you been up to since we last saw you?
Reading comic books like I'm supposed to be doing.
All right.
Buying stuff I don't need like I'm supposed to.
That sounds about right.
I was mentioning the Whatnot app. You've been killing it on that.
Yeah, dude, I've been selling on there. I'm gonna start probably doing some omnis in there pretty soon. Yeah, dude, that's been fun. It's a little extra money. It's fun. And what more is there? Turn little books into big books, right?
Awesome.
I've been showing you guys the stuff I've been getting. I know Geo. I showed Geo earlier one of the things I got. Hey, yeah, I see I got my first.
Oh, look at that.
Got a first Inhumans to show Geo.
Absolutely sexy as hell. I love that issue. Nice.
What's the rating? 7.5?
7.5. Yeah, it's a
Nice.
decent grade for a nice Silver Age key book like that.
Rose Gray. French Fry Girl back for Thanksgiving.
Oh,
maybe,
man.
Maybe if we get a super chat.
Have you guys not been using that big old titty chick on here?
Yeah, it's still here.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this, Gabe, but sometimes when I have to do a G-rated show, I can't use the Fry Girl, so I use this instead.
Oh, I thought you were going to use the milkshake one or something.
No, I mean, you got to keep it family friendly sometimes, depending on the co-hosts and stuff.
There's plenty of family friendly little girls with French fries dropping down their blouses and stuff. Right? Crazy town.
Speaking of Crazy Town, let me remind you guys that this episode is sponsored by the fabulous people at InStockTrades.com. IST, as the kids like to say, your home for all things collected editions, whether it be an omnibus, hardcover, trade paperback, manga, whatever it may be, collected editions wise. You go to InStock Trades and take advantage of the awesome deals. Books up to 60% off, and there is that Black Friday sale happening. So stay tuned for that. Go to InStock Trades, up to 50% off, sometimes even more, like I just said. Fantastic service, wonderful packaging and shipping, all at InStockTrades.com, our wonderful sponsor.
God, I really hate the camera on this laptop.
Look at that.
Super
Aaron
grainy.
is
What up, Aaron?
back in the house.
Good to see everybody. What are you guys talking? You guys don't spoil Hawkeye or what?
I haven't seen it, but Lou can give us his first impression. I forgot that video was on there.
Every time.
It sounds like a squeaky toy.
Hook, line, and sinker. I got you again.
Every time.
Okay, I'll get it together. Okay.
So, anyways, Halls and Reads, everybody.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Oh man, yeah, yeah, man. Hawkeye.
I haven't seen any of it yet, so.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I saw the first 2 episodes of Hawkeye drop today, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. It's really fun. The first episode is okay. Second episode is much better, and it seems like this is going to keep escalating and keep getting better as it goes. I like what they're doing with Clint Barton, all the stuff that they are that they're kind of incorporating it. I kind of wish they went more with the Matt Fraction stuff, kind of that more slice of life story. There's very much a plot here that is going to be going through all 6 episodes, which makes sense. It's for TV, and the Hawkeye character in the MCU is vastly different than what Matt Fraction was writing. It is clear that they pull elements from it. It's a shame though that David Aja, I think that's how you pronounce his name, he has gone on record saying they've given him nothing. He's gotten a little bit of credit for the show. I think there's like a thing that says special thanks to David Aja and Matt Fraction, but they haven't given him any money. They haven't cut him any check or anything. But that's work for hire. That's the unfortunate thing. I mean, Alan Moore's been bitching about that for over 30 years at this point.
Yeah.
So
you want to give me a special thanks? Here's my Venmo, right? Like, come on. But he said that's par for the course, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no, not to say, well, it is what it is, and that's very, kind of just kind of segregating it and kind of setting it to the side. But that's unfortunate and sad. while other creators seem to just get, a dump truck full of money.
Mhm.
It seems like for some of these folks,
Yeah.
or people who were in a part of that original Marvel brain trust for the movies that Feige hated, and he fought
Mhm.
tooth and nail to disassemble at one point.
Yeah, I remember that. A lot of people tend to forget that during the first few years of the MCU, there was a Marvel brain trust. I think Bendis was on it. There were a few people that were a part of that, and
Yeah.
Feige eventually just said, "Yeah, no, we're not doing this," and he broke
Yeah,
that up.
that's about the time when Feige was trying to get out from underneath Perlmutter and all that stuff. So that's.
Mhm.
But here's the thing with Hawkeye, I don't have two craps to give to Hawkeye or Clint Barton. I'm here for Kate Bishop, and I really am so happy to see that Echo is going to be showing up in Hawkeye for the first time. I love that character. I love David Mack. I just love the idea of this different character, who's hard of hearing but has really cool powers and all that kind of stuff. She's gonna get her own show, so I'm in it for those situations. And of course,
I thought you were going to talk about Lucky the pizza dog.
No, of course, the pizza dog. That goes without saying.
He's in it as well. I actually really enjoy how they tie in the first Avengers movie into the Hawkeye, the current this Hawkeye series in a really cool way, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Overall, I'm in for it, man. I'm in for it, and I can't wait to see where the rest of this show goes. I do also like the fact that they have now given him the fact that he does have a hearing aid, and they explain it in the second episode of what happens to it, and you go, oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense why he would need a hearing aid. So it's little touches like that, and overall, great villain so far. And I think Marvel has another hit, but I don't think this is going to be one of their bigger ones. I don't think this is going to be something on the scale of Loki or Vision or anything like that, simply because it's Hawkeye. Hawkeye's a cool character, but nobody's pining for a Hawkeye series, right?
Dude, if it was a Hawkeye 5 years within the snap where he's as Ronin and doing Ronin stuff, I would have been way more into that. But here's the thing. Yeah. With this so far, or with any of the Disney Plus series, have you ever gone back to rewatch any of them? None of them, to me, feel like I need to go back and rewatch any of them. Maybe like the last couple of episodes of maybe like Vision, WandaVision. That's really about it. I mean, most of them, I don't. The story is done. I don't need to go back and rewatch these things. I don't think even if somebody was to do like a Marvel marathon kind of thing, you don't need to go back and watch those Disney Plus shows. I feel like.
No, I haven't gone back to revisit any of them. The only one I could see myself going back and revisiting is WandaVision, simply because I really loved WandaVision. I still think
that's my favorite so far.
Yeah, for me, I still think they haven't topped it. I still think that is the best one, and it's not that they peaked. It's just there was something special about WandaVision where the whole internet was basically together saying, "What is happening in this show?"
It was the first one to come out.
Yeah, it's also the first one to come out. These other shows, everybody's kind of played it mostly straight. I mean, you have Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which was okay. It was okay. Yeah, it was okay at best. You had then Loki, which I really loved Loki. I absolutely really dug Loki. And Loki is good, and it becomes great within the last 10 minutes of that season. That's when it's like, oh, man.
You don't need to watch, 8 episodes or however much it was. You can just watch the last. All that matters in Loki is, what's his face? He shows up at the end.
Kang.
There you go. That's really about it.
Well, technically not Kang, because Kang does it's variant. It's a variant of Kang.
Yeah. Either way, but that's gonna be our first introduction to that, and that's what splits the multiverse up and creates the multiverse and the what if,
right,
and things of that nature. So
right. So I don't see myself coming back to almost any of them outside of maybe WandaVision. A few years down the road where. Every couple of years, I do my rewatch of the MCU, and I go through all the films and stuff like that. And I just do it for fun and to see where they rank and how they hold up and stuff like that. So, a few years, I might come back to that. But Yeah, Matt Fraction, man. This doesn't quite have the same spirit of the Matt Fraction comic, which I really like a lot. I kind of wish, like I said, it was stuck a little bit more to that, but we'll see where it goes. They do have the Tracksuit Mafia in here, which I just love because they say bro a whole lot throughout the series.
Well, good. Now that means that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
It's good stuff, man. It's fun.
We do have a super chat that I, unfortunately, I'm going to address 50% of it. Sorry. But our buddy here, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I do apologize. Pists. I probably butchered that. Bin Senin. Gio, show your T where front and behind. I'm not going to show you my behind, son. What's wrong with you? I'm going to show you the shirt, and you get some Fry Girl action as a result.
Oh, shit.
It's been a minute.
So thank you for the super chat. And you want it full screen? That's...
Oh, shit.
I don't think we get the full effect with the comment in a way.
So it's just an Attack on Titan shirt. Extra thick, baby. There you go. That's the shirt. And it's this a little bit bigger at the back. That's it. But thank you for the super chat, though.
I need to get back at Attack on Titan and watching that. I got to the part where they did like the big reveal. I mean, everything's a big reveal. There's always a bigger reveal, but like the big reveal.
The final episodes are airing in January. If you want to catch up.
Also, real quick, Lou, let's talk about did you guys talk about the Patreon?
Not yet.
All right.
Nope.
So
go for it.
Let's do this. It's still on the Patreon. It's mainly me and Lou, but the boys jump in every so often. But yeah, it's still a thing. So we do have a awesome tip jar. If you want to just throw a couple bucks out to the Omnibros channel and for Lou and me, just as a tip or a thank you, you can throw in whatever dollar amount you want, and it's always appreciated. But what's really important when it comes down to the Patreon, what they're really showing up for is for that campfire. It's the Omnibros After Dark campfire, where we talk about how much we hate everything. All the stuff we can't talk about here because of sponsorship and YouTube analytics and, copyright strikes. We do it on the Patreon. Things like watching trailers that we can't really do here. We even watch full-on movies. Like we did watch The Suicide Squad with a group of the patrons. And we talk about it and have fun with it and all that kind of great stuff too. So that's there. That's in the link. That's just a $5 Patreon sign up for that to happen too. And we do that at least once a month. Me and Lou have been thinking about trying to get it more than once a month when things come up and around. But Lou had to go do crazy things like get married. I had to go get crazy things like a new job. So things like that. But it's always going to be at least once a month where we just hang out and we say, you know what? We hate this person. That YouTuber sucks balls. I wish, everybody who complains about spines on the omnibuses are idiots. That kind of stuff. So it's unfiltered. It's raw. It's topless. Sometimes.
Yeah, we have a good time.
So that's in there for everybody.
Since you're here, Gabe, you want to talk a little bit about the Matrix movie?
I don't know anything about it. I am staying as ignorant as possible for it, but December 22nd, I'm going to be there in IMAX. I am going to be 1,000%. I'm going in blind. I'm staying away from Reddit. I'm staying away from Instagram. Whenever I see any trailers or any kind of fan fiction stuff, I step away. I want to go in completely clean and just enjoy whatever that life-changing event is going to be. So I'm going to see it in IMAX. They're also doing they're going to be doing the Matrix in they're re-releasing Matrix in IMAX for the first time. So that's going to happen too. Yeah. So I cannot wait, man. I'm ready for it. I don't know what's going to happen. Again, the reason I try and stay away from these spoilers is that they already said things like that's the real Morpheus. I didn't want to know that. Like, I wanted to go in and figure it out. I'm going to go in and figure out what Christina Ricci's character is about, or who's that therapist guy, or why are they playing the Matrix movie in the background of certain things like that. I don't want anybody's backwards ass conjecture because I don't want any of that stuff implanted in my mind so that I think that that's true or not. I just want to go in blind, and I'm just going to sit in there and enjoy all of it.
So you haven't seen the first trailer, right?
I've seen the first trailer. That's
okay.
As far as I've gone. Just that little teaser,
where
it's you see what's going on. And you have the idea of there's this guy is Neil's in some therapy session, and he's in a bathtub with a rubber ducky on his head, and you see the characters, and that's all. I just want to see the first trailers, and I dip out. Like when I go to the movies, I dip out in trailers too. That's when I go get popcorn and stuff like that. I don't want to see any of that nonsense.
Yeah, no, you haven't missed anything really that they've revealed. And honestly, I'm kind of in the same boat as you. I don't, because eventually the marketing is going to start hitting really hard in the next few weeks because the movie's right around the corner, and they've only dropped one trailer and a few posters. And I'm going to be with you on that boat where I'm good with just the one trailer. I don't want to see anything else. I don't need to see anything else. That one trailer has me. I'm going to wake up that morning. I'm going to either do HBO Max or I'm going to the theater to watch it, but most likely HBO Max because it's just convenient. And I can't wait to watch a new Matrix film. It's been way too damn long. So I'm super excited for it.
Yeah, and that's what I want to see is like what are they doing now, 20 years later? Like how is this changing? What they got going on? Is this going to lead into more movies? Who is this? Who is that? Why is this? Why is that? And that's all stuff, us fans and people who do these like fan fiction things and who examine these trailers are ruin things. No Way Home, that's completely ruined. It's all completely ruined already. I think there is no surprises left in No Way Home.
I think you're right. I think for the most part, everything is, you kind of know what to expect, or you assume what to expect.
Right. Or, like all three Spider-Men from different movies are, that's the worst kept secret ever. I don't know why they're burying the lead, why Disney just doesn't go, okay, here's a trailer and here's Toby and here's Garfield. But it's the worst kept secret. We know what's going to happen. And that's the kind of stuff that just ruins it. It's like I didn't want to know that. I wanted. I would like to go in and see that kind of raw, or how to say, the lizard is getting punched in the Brazilian film or the Brazilian trailer. He's getting punched and it's invisible, and we know that's got to be that they CGI something out, and all that conjecture just ruins everything for me.
I still say I'm going to laugh my ass off if all three of them aren't in there.
I hope they're not. I'd be more than happy if they were not.
Here's the thing. What if, and we're not really spoiling anything, so calm down, chat, or future posters here. What if Tom Holland teams up with Green Goblin and Doc Ock to fight the other three villains?
That'd be cool.
That's who they CGI.
I actually wouldn't mind that. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
that could happen.
Yeah, I'd be into that too. I'm in for whatever, but it just seems like with all the fan, with these super frame by frame kind of breakdowns,
analysis and breakdowns.
Yeah, and I don't watch that stuff, but it just pops up on Instagram and other social media. You can't really avoid it. Like I try to avoid it. I don't watch those kind of trailers. I don't watch those videos on YouTube. I don't care about your analysis. I don't give two craps about what you think and how you feel that you are some super scooper on things. I avoid that stuff. It's really ignorant, and it's a waste of time, and it's a waste of the fun and the experience of seeing this stuff. But it's unavoidable. So I would like, and the trailer does kind of show Doc Ock they got kind of like a sympathetic moment there. So we'll see what happens. And he was very sympathetic in. Towards the end of the second movie, anyways, so we'll see what happens, man. I don't think we're going to get the Sinister Six because that was the Vulture's plan from Homecoming. He's the one that wanted to get everybody together, and he's not in this movie, as far as I'm concerned. So I think we're not going to get the Sinister Six, and that's going to be a lead up to something else that Sony wants to do. What a waste! They've been trying to do Sinister Six for like 25 years.
Yeah. I think it's a big misdirection. I don't know. We'll see.
Hopefully it is. Maybe it's just one big Mysterio, like some big old Mysterio hologram. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Dude, if a giant portal opens up, all these nerds are so excited. And then 2 more Tom Hollands pop out. Oh my god.
That'd be awesome.
They'll burn the theater down.
I'd be happy if it was just like Venom and Carnage show up.
I think it'd be cool.
I think that's going to be the big reveal. I talked about it last like 2 weeks ago or something on this Wednesday show. I think that's the big reveal at the end, that Venom shows up.
I can see that.
Rose Gray is giving us an update on the turkey. She is tortured by the smell of the roasting turkey.
I don't know what it is. My family's already got 4 pumpkin pies in the oven, and I couldn't care less.
Carl N says the Sinister Six totally needs to happen. I sat through 2 amazing Spider-Man movies and then nothing. I think it is going to happen. I just don't. It doesn't make sense for you to build it now and then Vulture. That plot line just goes away when he was the original one teaming up with Scorpion with Matt Gargan. What's that going to lead to? So I think it's a little more complicated than it seems. I don't know.
I mean, are we going to do Rhino, since Rhino showed up for like 2.3 seconds at the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2
with Paul Giamatti?
Yeah.
Hey guys, so I got this list and I want to see what your thoughts are. This is from Games Radar, so take this with a grain of salt. They're ranking the best female supervillains. Number 10, Scandal Savage. Don't know who that is. No,
Scandal
sounds like a stripper. I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Number 9, Cheetah.
Disagree. She needs to be higher, but go ahead.
No, she needs to be lower. The only reason people care about Cheetah is because she was in a Wonder Woman 2 movie.
No, come on.
She is a double Z tier.
She was terrible in that movie.
What up, Joe Chip? Good to see you too. Yeah, but she's not a top ranking female character at all. Is this female villain characters?
Female villains.
Still, she should be like 87,000th on that list.
Damn, bottom of the barrel, man. Number 8, Star Sapphire.
Oh, Cheetah's better than Star Sapphire. Come on now.
Yeah, they put Star Sapphire there.
Well, because she showed up in like 6 comic books.
Number 7, Enchantress.
Okay, now we're getting to some real characters.
Number 6, Viper.
Nope.
Nobody?
Nope.
No, nobody.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. From the Serpent Society? Like, who cares?
The Serpent Society hasn't been relevant in how many years?
45.
Number 5, Granny Goodness.
Did they just Google female villains? Is that what happened?
I think they did. Yeah. Granny Goodness. Number 4.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn.
She should be higher, just out of just pure fan popularity.
I think she should. I think definitely top 3.
Yeah.
I'm worried about the next 3 then. If she's number 4.
Number 3, Mystique. Yeah.
Oh,
Mystique?
for some reason, I thought it was a DC only list. It's both Marvel and DC.
No, it's both.
Really? Mystique? Okay.
I would argue that Xavier's sister, I always forget
Cassandra
her name.
Nova.
Cassandra Nova should be on this list and ranked higher.
Yeah.
She blew up the fucking continent that they all lived on.
She killed like 1 billion mutants or whatever on the Genosha, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because whoever did this probably never read a comic book before.
Yeah, and that was the opening silo to Grant Morrison's X-Men run. He blows up Genosha.
Right. This number 3 is Mystique.
Yeah. Number 2, Dark Phoenix.
Kind of overrated choice, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's too much. That's a safe choice.
Yeah. Number 1. You guys want to take a guess?
Number 1.
I'm trying to think of female villains. that are relevant.
I don't know.
Aunt May.
Lady Deathstrike. I don't know.
Lady Deathstrike. Nope.
Poison Ivy.
Nope. Catwoman.
She's not on this list at all. Like that's stupid.
No. Catwoman.
Was it?
Catwoman.
Catwoman is the number one.
Catwoman should be like top 10, maybe. Like,
but not number one.
Right. What's the chat think? What's your guys' opinion? I'm not seeing anybody say anything, but we need to know what you guys think about this list.
Chat. Yeah, let us know.
There's way better female villains. Like I said, like Poison Ivy should have been on that list. How is Poison Ivy not on this list? But Granny Goodness is? It's because she hasn't been in a movie?
And fucking Viper. Really? Viper?
Oh my god.
I would put Deathstrike over Viper on this list.
There's another list that has Talia. I would have added her. Talia al Ghul.
Talia's a great choice.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, I still consider Emma Frost like a villain. Yeah. Nights of Fun on TikTok. Yeah.
Enchantress, Poison Ivy, Killer Frost. So there's a ton of good female villains.
No, but Catwoman top 10. I could see Catwoman top 10.
Yeah.
But number one?
I could see her like number 10, number 11 or something like that. Yeah, Rose Gray knows what's up. Yeah, definitely a top 10 character, but not nowhere near the number one spot. Is this just to show that we need better female villains, or that Games Radar is completely stupid?
I think a little bit of A, a little bit of B.
A little bit of both, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. A little bit column A, a little bit column B. I mean, things like Lady Deathstrike would be better.
I mean, that's actually, you just made a good point. When was the last time we've had, I'm trying to think, an iconic female villain in comics? Something really iconic.
And it's hardly even a villain anymore. She's kind of just like...
No, she's not really a villain
that
anymore.
Anti-villain, anti-hero kind of character these days, you know?
Punchline. Just kidding.
I said a good villain.
I would even put what's her name? Anissa, right? The homegirl from Invincible, with the controversial issue behind her.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I'm trying to look around my room and see what we got going on. Ink from Batman Beyond. You got Elektra. Like Elektra's not on this list. Eat my asshole. These guys suck.
Yeah, Elektra needs to be on that list. Typhoid Mary. That's a good one.
That's a good
one. I
one.
like Typhoid Mary.
Man, I'm genuinely struggling to think of a good female villain that we've had in the last.
I know she's not the best, but Black Cat is also a good villain.
Black Cat's good.
I mean, strength-wise, she's not the best, but you know. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, that's like I said. Do we just not have a bench of good female villains?
What about Enchantress?
She was on the list.
Yeah.
Or even Hela. What about Hela?
Yeah.
Hela's good. Because to me, geez, this is definitely showing how I might be out of touch, or maybe I just don't pay attention too much to that stuff. But to me, it was Cassandra Nova for me, where I remember reading that first issue of New X-Men by Grant Morrison and going, Jesus Christ.
Who was that Red Lantern? Bleeze? Was that her name?
Bleeze, yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, she's pretty badass. Lady Shiva, says Raphael. That's true.
Lady Shiva's a good
cool
one.
Too.
We got Gamora, not Gamora, Nebula.
Nebula.
Yeah, Gabe, I think the one from Invincible, I think she's great. That's a good one. She fucks Mark up.
Yeah, she does. She does a lot of fucking with Mark.
And then she shows up a few issues later, and it's like, oh man.
Yeah. People are not ready for what's next in Invincible. It's coming up next.
Mm-hmm. No, she's a few years down the road. Although they are mixing and matching different things. I wouldn't be surprised if we get Conquest next season.
That'd be great. So let's do this then. Let's make that a topic real quick. Let's do our own list of 10 female villains.
Okay.
All right? Let's
I'm
do
down
that.
for that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's not talk shit on how shitty Games Radar is about coming up with some better choices. All right? So, number 1, Aunt May. No. Let's just get an idea list. So
Betty Brant.
So Catwoman for sure, but
Betty Brant.
So Catwoman, we said Elektra, Cassandra Nova.
Yep. Lady Deathstrike. Poison Ivy. Sayan is asking, can Scarlet Witch be considered?
Ooh.
Uh,
House of M, she was technically a villain.
For sure.
Yeah.
She genocided the entire mutant population.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Teed says Scarlet Witch did commit genocide, so yes.
Yeah. So you see Catwoman, Elektra, Cassandra Nova, Lady Deathstrike, Ink, Scarlet Witch,
So
Hela, Enchantress.
which Enchantress? Marvel or DC?
I don't know the DC one.
Enchantress, the wizard, from let me check this list out for a second. Sure.
Anything that's not like Marvel or DC, like Deathbird. Deathbird's cool. Talia al Ghul. Thank you, James.
Oh yeah.
Songbird. Black Cat. Does she count?
Yeah. More of an antagonist, but yeah, sure, why not? Also, you guys aren't fans of her, but you got to add Cheetah. She's an iconic villain. I'm sorry. And I'm a huge fan of Cheetah, so there's that too. So,
Okay, I think Talia definitely needs to be in the top 10.
yeah.
Amber Heard.
It took me a second to process that one.
Looking here at another list, they added Killer Frost. I would add her.
All right, that's a good one.
Do we do Dark Phoenix?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she's like the Watchman of it. Like she just, is an easy answer. It should not be on the list anymore. You know.
You're gonna add Harley too to that list? Harley Quinn?
Do we even consider her a villain at all?
Not anymore, to be honest. She's more of
on TikTok says Scarlet Witch, Talia, Emma Frost, Catwoman, Harley. Jake says early Rogue.
Harley is more of a Deadpool now than anything else, though, right?
Oh, she's been a Deadpool for like the last 15 years, it feels like. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Jimmy Palmiotti, Amanda Connor.
What about Livewire from the Superman comics?
From Superman, yeah. So Livewire.
Punchline. No.
Punchline. Morgan Le Fay. We got Cersei. Those are all kind of the same magical type villains.
Amanda Waller.
Amanda Waller.
Amanda Waller. That's a great one. Good job on that one.
Yeah. Ooh, James with the shade. Star Wars diehard fans would say Kathleen Kennedy. Damn. Wow.
Damn.
Hey, is she responsible at all for Mandalorian or no? Is that separate? Is that all David Filoni and
she supervises everything. So
okay.
Yeah, but
I mean, just Mandalorian alone, I think wipes everybody's slate clean because that's like the coolest thing they've ever did with Star Wars.
I think that's more Yeah, I think that's more Filoni and Favreau. That's
Okay.
more their
Executive
baby.
producers are John Favreau, Filoni, Kathleen Kennedy, and Colin Wilson. So a little bit
Yeah,
of everybody.
I think that's more their baby though.
That's more like Stan Lee's name on everything. You know.
Yeah,
It
she's
sounds
just
like.
overseeing the whole Star Wars franchise.
Are you guys ready to crack this list?
All right. So let's see here.
What do we got, Gabe?
We got. Let's see if I can put it in the chat. It's gonna be all misspelled, so everybody just get over it.
Is there any way to do one of those ranking things like the S tier or the all that stuff, Gio?
I could. That's gonna take way too long, but I could try.
All right, never
See if
mind.
somebody's
Yeah,
made a list.
Then fuck it.
If it takes too long, don't
We'll
worry.
talk about it. Oh, the chat's all jacked up, anyways, or the comment I made. Who cares? So, Catwoman, Elektra. That's the wrong app. Where's my notes? Where'd I put that bitch? There you are. Catwoman, Elektra, Cassandra Nova, Lady Deathstrike, Ink, Scarlet Witch, Hela, Enchantress, the Marvel Enchantress, right?
Mm-hmm.
Songbird, I forgot to put her in here. Songbird, Ali Al Ghul, Black Cat, Cheetah, Killer Frost, Dark Phoenix, Emma Frost, Poison Ivy, Livewire, Anissa from Invincible, Amanda Waller. Who's the female Kryptonian from Superman? Or she's just
Feora?
in the movie.
Feora.
Yeah.
Or however you say it. Feora.
All right.
Okay, we'll go with this, and I'm sure this is a pretty solid list. Let's start cutting some down just to get to our 10.
Let me share my screen. We can just cut this down together. It's been a minute. I was like, how do I screen share? I can actually screen share the app, huh?
I found a tier listing for female comic book characters, but it includes heroes. So
No, we're just doing villains.
yeah.
Give me a second. I've never done it on this laptop, so I gotta give it permission.
There's another one for comic book villains overall. That's a fun one. We can do that later at a later time.
Yeah, sounds good.
It's gonna make me quit and reopen and do this. This is stupid. Give me a second.
All right.
Also, I have not watched it, but I know you saw Bebop, the Netflix adaptation.
Yeah, I saw.
What did you think of it?
I didn't see the full series yet. I saw the first episode, and I saw, I guess, slight spoilers for people. I saw the reveal of Ed, who shows up at the end of the last episode of the season.
Yeah.
So I saw the first episode. I didn't hate it, to be honest with you. I thought it was just okay. I thought it was perfectly fine. There's some stuff I liked, some stuff I didn't like of that first episode. I think the pacing is okay. It definitely has the Bebop feel to it. There's a big reveal at the end, kind of like in a lot of Bebop episodes.
Yeah.
The music is always on point because you've got Yoko Taro. Is that Yoko
Kano?
Kano? Yoko Kano is the one that is doing the music, and if you know anything about that, that was the person that did the music for the original series.
Mm-hmm.
So it's glad to have them back, and overall, I'm looking forward to continuing it. It's very campy at times, which I think works within the spirit of the original anime. But at the same time, I think some things that work in animation just do not work in live action at all. And Ed was a character that I was very much wondering how they were going to translate her to the screen. And after watching it, that little clip where she shows up at the very end of the last season, I'm like, oh god,
It was pretty cringy.
Yeah, this does not work
I'm not interested in watching the show, to be honest. Not because it's because of the reviews or anything. I just
Mhm.
have other stuff on my plate.
Mhm.
But I saw the scene on Twitter, and I'm like, oh, that's super cringy. What are we doing here?
Yeah, that
I
does
think
not work.
I don't think they should have introduced her at all,
Mhm.
and maybe worked on her a little bit better for a second season. Because
Yeah.
the show is trending, so I'm pretty sure Netflix wants to try a second season, and it did
Yeah.
fairly well.
Yeah.
Um, I think it was trending number one on the top 10 list or whatever.
Yeah, no, the show here's the thing. I think if they really focus in, if they again, this is just based off the pilot and based off of that small clip of Ed. I
Yeah,
think if they really zero in on some of the complaints and stuff like that, they can really have something that it can hit a home run the next season with the
yeah.
second season.
Some
Where huh?
mhm. No, go ahead, go ahead. Sorry.
Where this gives me the vibe of this is the first season. We've got some stuff to work out. We're not really sure what the tone is going to be and how it's going to work with the fans and will fans like it or not. So I'm really hoping they just take this season and they get another shot at it. And the second season, they learn from it. I dig Vicious shows up at the end of the first episode, and I like that. It's clear Cho really likes playing the character. I think he's actually a pretty fun Spike. And overall, I didn't hate it. I think Bebop is one of those shows that I think regardless of what Netflix was gonna do, they could have done a shot for shot remake of the anime and fans would still complain about it. Because it's true.
Because that's what fans do. You can't make
Because
anybody happy.
you can't make anybody happy, especially and I'm gonna throw a little shade on some people, especially a lot of anime fans where they have their own mindset of what a live action series would be for all this stuff. And I don't think they made it. They didn't egregiously butcher Bebop like they did something along the lines of Death Note, where it is almost nothing like the anime.
Or
Absolutely.
Ghost in the Shell.
Or Ghost in the Shell, where I didn't mind Ghost in the Shell too much. I didn't hate it, but that's not
Yeah,
here
I
nor
know,
there.
what you mean.
I saw this meme on Instagram that said it's exciting that the last three big movies from Marvel all had Asian leads, and they showed and, they showed Homegirl Cersei's from Eternals. They showed Shang-Chi, and they showed Black Widow.
Yeah.
Because what's her face was cast as an
Oh,
Asian
yeah.
character in Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. Overall, I hope they get another season. I really do. And Bebop is just one of those things where, like I said, no matter what, people are gonna bitch on it, and people are gonna either hate it for it even existing.
There's too many
And
fans. It's too big.
It really is.
It's too big.
It really is, and maybe it's because I don't have the nostalgia blinders on as heavy as a lot of fans do. Because I saw Bebop a few years ago. I didn't see it during middle school and elementary school when a lot of the people that I know saw Bebop saw it.
Yeah.
And I saw it a few years ago and I was like, yeah, this is brilliant. This is great.
Yeah.
But I didn't grow up with it. So maybe that's part of it. I don't know. So I'm looking forward to watching the rest of it.
I think, yeah, our generation, Bebop aired late 90s, early odds in Cartoon Network, and really Adult Swim is what can be credited as keeping that series alive because they never lost the license and they've been airing it nonstop ever since.
Mhm.
It's part of their catalog. So a lot of people grew up with that, and even if you don't like anime, you somehow like Cowboy Bebop, and it has that international flair that anybody from any part of the world can enjoy it. It's not like let me pick out something super weak-tastic. So I'm a spider, so what? Which is super niche, or that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Not everybody's going to watch that.
Yeah.
However, Bebop has that noir and music feel and all that fun stuff with the martial arts and gunplay that really appeals to a worldwide audience. So, and from what I'm seeing online, I get really mad when people go like, "Oh, this is garbage or trash." Nothing's garbage or trash. It's either good or bad. And you're being a little harsh for a live action adaptation that you're not obligated to watch. And I saw some really popular AniTubers that have like millions of subscribers getting ready to do a freaking hit piece on the show. I'm like, oh my God, this is not going to go well with the community.
I'm just gonna watch it with subtitles on to be elitist.
Well, okay, kids, and I mean this to the chat. Here's the thing: a lot of the negative stuff that you see from YouTubers, they put that out there knowing you're gonna click on it, because what drives viewers? Negativity. That's just what it is. I mean, there are YouTubers out there that's all their channel is filled with. And here's a little secret of the industry as well, from somebody that's been doing this for a minute. I'm not as popular, nearly as popular as any of those guys. I've put out videos where I know this is going to be controversial. I don't even necessarily agree with this, but I know it's going to give me clicks, and clicks equal revenue. So there you go.
Yeah, it's just pandering. Yeah. There's no way people can walk around with that much hate, and if they do, then you need some guidance in life.
Yeah, exactly. So,
also, that reminds me of the Pokemon games that just came out. All the gamers on YouTube and Twitch were hating on it, and yet it's the highest selling Switch game right now, and it sold millions of copies. So, like, the internet represents a very small percentage of actual fans worldwide.
And really, yeah, no, you're 100% right, Joe. And also, let's keep in mind that it's best to form your own opinion and not what other people think, like Rotten Tomatoes or anything else like that. So
no, that's dude, that's 100% true. Oh my God, people have that's another thing. We have to realize that a lot of the stuff we see on social media is hyper curated for our interest. It's algorithms that put us in bubbles and hyper curate us to what we want to see. So if you're always constantly bitching how bad Cowboy Bebop is, you're going to see a lot of that. That's just what it is. So it makes it seem like the entire world is on your side, when the reality is most people that go to watch these movies, and they don't give a shit about what controversy that's surrounding them. My wife will watch Captain Marvel, and she has no clue about all the bitching that a lot of people did online about that movie. She doesn't care. She just wants to see a good movie, and that's the general audience.
But that's all you're going to hear is Eternals has the worst Rotten Tomato score of any Marvel film. Oh no! Or is this the end of the MCU? Click, 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 click.
Also, Rose Gray brings up a good point. Wasn't the anime a failure in Japan, and that's how Cartoon Network got it? It was a failure at first, and Adult Swim and Cartoon Network licensed it, and that boosted the popularity, and Japanese broadcasting gave it another go, and it fared much better. And it sort of built on that reputation. But it was partially thanks to Western audiences too. Yeah.
Well, it's a different style of anime. Like, it doesn't have for that time. It's not your Dragon Ball Z or your Naruto style anime. It's very, very polished. It's almost like how Powerhouse, how they do Castlevania. It really has this kind of really quick. The characters are really lanky.
Yeah.
Their facial features and the movements of their faces and things like that is very more kind of appealing to Western, or more along the lines of like Western cartoons. So I can see how that works. I can see how that gets more people involved with it.
Hey, Kenny, welcome. You haven't been here in a while. He liked the first 2 episodes of Hawkeye. Liked episode 1, but really loved episode 2. And he also said, when it comes to YouTube for me, at least I follow the ones I really like and ignore the ones I don't follow.
There you go.
That's the best thing to do. That's honestly the best thing to do. You have to, this day and age, you have to curate your social media presence to what you want to see. You really do.
It changes your life. Like if you change, like I did that before when I started working out a lot. I changed the things I was looking at on YouTube to more workout videos and diet ideas.
Yeah.
That's what I see, and that it does influence your thought process a little bit in the way you feel about things. But again, I don't think anybody should ever look at critics, YouTube videos, anything like that until you have an opinion on it yourself, and then you should just flock to the ones that talk positive about it, like we do for the most part.
Yeah, we stay pretty positive. No. I mean, 90% of my Twitter feed is cute animals doing funny stuff and sneakers. That's pretty much all my feed is, and comic book creators.
I don't watch a lot of comic book stuff on YouTube, so it's all video games and anime and manga on my feed.
Yeah.
So you guys want to make this list real quick?
Let's do this list.
Yeah.
Let's see how much better we could do this in 10 minutes compared to however long it took Game Radar to fuck it up.
What do we got? All right.
Hate.
All right.
Let's bring this up. So here's my notepad.
We should cut the fat and just start trimming it down to 10.
Exactly.
Right away.
Let's just trim this shit down. So here's the list. What can go off here immediately? I'll knock out Ink. No one cares about Ink but me.
Songbird can go.
Songbird. You belong in a mine shaft. There you go.
Livewire.
Livewire, yeah. We're getting it to 10, right?
We're getting it to 10.
This is a pretty solid list so far. So this is going to be when it starts to get a little hard because I do think that this is a really good list.
Yeah.
It took us forever because, again, I think this is a good example of there is no good female villains, or at least none that are like iconic that you can just rattle off a list instantly. Like if this is the top 10 villains, we would do it in 3.6 seconds.
Yeah, I think Hela can go in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, Hella can go.
What's the chat thing? Chat, chime in. Here's the list. What do you like? What do you not like? Let's get everybody involved too.
I would take.
Let's get Hella out. Hella out of here.
Yeah.
Get Hella out of here. Mike F. I don't think there's any chance that Irredeemable hardcover is being reprinted. Boom is not the best about keeping that stuff circulated. Same now that things like Something's Killing the Children slipcase is so popular that's probably never going to come back. Things like that. Boom is. I talked to the main guy at Boom, and they just don't seem interested in it.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate.
Maybe the Omnibus trade paperback, but not the hardcovers.
I think that Omnibus is still fairly available. I think it's still on Amazon. I'm gonna say.
Well, didn't Image just announce they're doing no more reprints for number ones?
Yeah.
So
get all those number ones immediately. And everything's getting pushed around. Everything's being rescheduled. A lot of people crying about their pre-orders because things are getting pushed around. Welcome to a pandemic, and welcome to pre-ordering.
NFL dude, come on
Cheetah?
now. Don't do my girl Cheetah like that. Come on, man.
I think Cheetah deserves to be in the top 10.
She's an iconic villain. I'm not saying she's the best, but she's pretty iconic. And maybe I do like anthropomorphic villains. Just saying.
Deathstrike is pretty iconic.
I'll just put a little tally next to Cheetah that there was a vote for her to go out of here. Somebody that was also for Killer Frost. So we get a discussion. This is the idea to get a discussion. What's going on?
Name five cool things Cheetah has done. One, she took down almost the entire Justice League in New 52. 2, she was voiced by the awesome Claudia Black in Justice League Doom.
That's 2.
3, she's in the Injustice video games. 4, she got super jealous of Wonder Woman because she wasn't her bestie, and she's got a grudge, and that's awesome. And 5, she's inherited the spirit hunting demon of a deity from Mesoamerica culture. That's not to like. Super sharp razor claws, super fast. She's like a feral version of Wonder Woman with animal traits. There you go.
Boom.
I would honestly, if you want to take her down, I'm okay. But put her at least in the honorable mentions category. The Faria, whatever her name is, she can go.
She can go. Yep.
I agree.
You know what? Mystique can go. We've got such a solid list.
I'm not a super fan of Mystique, to be honest.
She can go.
Rose Gray says Dark Phoenix can come off.
I think Waller needs to be top 10.
I think Dark Phoenix should be on the list, but again, I think it's kind of like what's that movie that's like on everybody's number one? God damn it, I can't think out loud anymore. The Rosebud thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh my god.
Chat, help me out, Jesus Christ. What's the name of that movie?
Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane. Yeah, it's like Citizen Kane, where obviously everybody's gonna put that at the top of their list, and it just is.
Um,
Oh, look at this. Carl backing me up. She was used in Batman's plan to keep Wonder Woman fighting forever, meaning Wonder Woman sees her as an equal combatant.
This is fucking tough.
Somebody said Lady Deathstrike. I agree. Lady Deathstrike could probably not top 10.
Killer Frost is amazing because of her appearance in the Flash TV show, but outside of that, the comics, more or less, she's a B-list character.
What about Black Cat? Black Cat can go.
Yeah,
Black
she's
Cat
kind of
should go.
more.
If we're talking at this list, Black Cat just does not meet the criteria of what we have so far on this list.
Yeah, she stands out.
No love for Typhoid Mary.
You know what? I was about to say Catwoman. I get she's iconic. I don't know.
I don't. Every year, I see her less and less as a villain.
I mean, she was practically married to Bruce Wayne recently, right?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
and maybe that's the thing. Maybe all the good villains, they keep changing them into heroes. You know, that's probably the more disturbing thing happening in comics. Is making there's no good villains anymore. They keep changing them into heroes.
I mean, hell, look how they just neutered Red Hood.
They took away his guns or something like that, right?
He's
got
finger guns in the McFarlane toys.
Yeah. Such a lame action figure. Jesus. Say what? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining. Good to see Gabe on. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Oh, thank you, sir. Good to see you too. All right. Yeah, see, this is when it starts to get a little tough. So who should definitely be on here? Who should definitely be on here then? Just try it that way.
Talia.
Yep.
Okay, definitely just keep plus on Talia.
Elektra.
I agree.
I agree with that.
I like Cassandra Nova, but at the same time, like she's had one major appearance. Like
it's not the name that everybody thinks of when you think female villain. Like, nobody goes Cassandra Nova.
But she did so much shit in Grant Morrison's run, and then she popped back up in Joss Whedon's stuff.
Yeah, I would add Poison Ivy to the top 10.
Okay, I agree.
Again,
that's another one that they're kind of making, sympathetic. Oh, she's not that much of a bad girl, really.
Yeah, she's got to be in the top 10. I think.
Same with Emma Frost. She's been a hero longer than she probably has a villain.
I think you could give up Waller, right?
I like Waller though because I think she is so underrepresented.
Yeah.
I don't know if represented is a real word, but she's behind everything.
And she was so fucking good in Suicide Squad in the new one.
Yeah. Or even just like Justice League, the old Justice League cartoon. Like she's the one that was like, "Hey, Batman, we need you to kill this little girl."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! You can't. Yeah,
no, Amanda Waller. Yeah, she's definitely
there. Enchantress. You can take Enchantress off the list, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Also, I prefer DC Enchantress. Just saying, she's more of an evil wizard lady.
Scarlet Witch.
We might have to because she's. I mean, if we're cutting people off like Emma Frost for being a good girl now and things like that, or even Cassandra Nova, because she's right there with Cassandra Nova when you come down to the idea of genocide. Yeah. They just really need to. They really just need better female villains and have some real story arcs and events happening.
Okay, so for me, the next elimination is between Cassandra Nova and Scarlet Witch, whoever we want to give up. I think if it comes down to it, I'm gonna hate this, but I think Cassandra Nova needs to go on this.
What about Cheshire?
I'll be honest. I have very little idea of Cheshire other than her being in Young Justice.
Yeah, Young Justice comes to mind. outside of Marvel and DC, oh my gosh, what's her name? The witch from Hellboy. I forgot her name. The
Baba Yaga.
no, the evil bad guy from Hellboy, the witch, the
Oh my
Blood Witch,
God.
or whatever her name was.
Yeah, I forgot her name. It's been so long since I read them.
Nimue,
Nemu,
whatever.
I've always messed up the pronunciation. I think it's
I thought she was
Nemu.
badass, but I don't know if she can compare to Marvel and DC tropey villainous ways. Are there any Image villains that we can use? Female villains aside from Invincible?
Yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, who was was there a big female villain like in Walking Dead? No, not really.
Spawn. Is there a female villain in Spawn that we can use?
No, not really. Like even like most of those characters are like anti-heroes. Angela's not even really a part of the universe anymore.
Yeah.
She Spawn. She's the star of a book. She's the anti-hero. She's more of a protagonist.
Mm. Have you read any of that extended universe stuff, Gabe?
I read the first issue of Gunslinger, and it was pretty decent. Decent.
All right.
I don't think I'm going to stick with it or anything. But...
Okay, I'm gonna say, fuck. I think Scarlet Witch should go. Now I'm thinking about it. Scarlet Witch is, if we're playing that way, where Emma Frost is more of a hero now, shouldn't Scarlet Witch go? I mean, yeah, she did that one thing where she was grieving.
Yeah, and they basically forgave her for it. And they expect us to forgive her for it. All right. Scarlet Witch, adios. I'm gonna get this list of just genocidal women like Cassandra Nova and Scarlet Witch, Dark Phoenix, Emma Frost. I mean, adios, Emma Frost. Again, she's more
Same
of a villain,
thing. Yeah,
or more of a hero.
Yeah.
All right, there's 10, so now we just gotta put it in order. I'm gonna say Catwoman number 10.
Is Ma Nucci from NS Punisher worth being in discussion? Says NFL dude.
No, because she's just a mob boss's wife kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Or Superwoman from Earth 3. Yeah, Superwoman was pretty crazy.
I mean, by that logic, you would also need to put Jesse Custer's mom in that.
Or was that her aunt? His aunt, the one that nailed him into the coffin and put him at the bottom of the lake for like 6 months or something.
Grandmother. No,
That was
grandmother.
Okay.
That was a grandmother. My mistake. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Catwoman number 10. Cheetah number 9. Killer Frost.
Yeah, sure.
Let's do Killer Frost number 9.
Okay, so Killer Frost.
Cheetah number 8. Are you guys good with that?
I'm good.
That works.
Number 7 could go to
Elektra?
I think she could be higher. I was going to say Anissa from Invincible.
I'm good with that.
Or maybe on 6. I don't know.
No, I think you nailed it with that one for Invincible. She doesn't show up too much, but when she does, she has a huge impact in that book.
Yeah.
Did you read all of Invincible, Gio?
Yeah, I did. I still have my hardcovers.
Nice.
I would put Amanda Waller somewhere. Honestly, like this is up for discussion, but I would say like 3.
She's top 5 for me.
Yeah.
Top 5. Yeah.
Okay, so right now we're working on bottom 5. It feels like, right? So we got. All right, so we got Anissa. We got the Catwoman on here already.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think Catwoman at number 6 is good, right?
Catwoman at number 6. We have her at 10 right now.
Oh yeah. Okay. Whoops. Didn't see that.
6 Talia.
Talia, number 6. Yeah, let's do that.
That feels right.
And
I think
then
Electra's 5. She's definitely a top 5.
yeah,
Waller for number 4. What do you think?
Yeah, she's definitely a top 5. She belongs way high on the list like that. You dick.
next, imagine anyone mentioned Malice yet? BDSM Invisible Woman.
With the number 4 cutout in the bikini. Yeah.
Since this is pretty much required, Dark Phoenix number 3. What do you think?
Sure, why not?
So you guys gonna put Poison Ivy at number 2 or number 1?
Shit.
Well, put Ivy number 3, number 4, sorry, or number 3. My bad. Yeah,
Number 3 for Ivy. Okay.
and then you can do.
This is where it gets tough.
Shit, my number's all mixed up now. Fucking thing.
So 4 was Waller, so you could fix it.
Yeah.
It just does not. It just does not want to go.
While we're fixing that, let me remind you guys that our wonderful sponsor, if you want to read up on these characters, you can find it at In Stock Trades, IST, your home for all things collected editions, whether it be an omnibus, straight paperback, manga, hardcover, all that fun stuff. If it's a collected edition, you get it at In Stock Trades, up to 50% off, loyalty discounts, tack on an extra 2% to that. And if you place an order of $50 or more, you get free shipping, fantastic customer service, and wonderful packaging at InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of the Omnibus Collectors Network and Omnibros Live here on YouTube. So go check them out. They got the Black Friday sale going on and Cyber Monday. And next Monday, speaking of Cyber Monday, we're going to be doing the gift card giveaway. $50 open to international waters. Anybody can participate. Come join, hang, and have some fun. We talk comics and Hall's Previews Reads, giving away a gift card courtesy of InStockTrades.com.
All right, so now we're in the top 3.
Chris just got here. What is this list? We read a list about the top female villains in comics, but we are making our own because that list sucked.
It is hard though. I'll give it up to him. That's a hard topic for them to tackle, but we can do it better. All right, so we got Poison Ivy, Dark Phoenix, and Cassandra Nova left.
Sorry.
So Poison Ivy number 3.
Yeah.
And we got Cassandra Nova as number 1 or number 2. Where are we at here? Between Cassandra Nova and Dark Phoenix.
Shit.
I would do Cassandra number 2, actually.
Yeah. Cassandra
Even though I find Dark Phoenix a little overrated, I do agree she's the top villain. And I would place her at number 1. I'm just not a huge fan of the character.
Mm-hmm. All right. So there is the definitive list of female villains. Nobody can question it, and no other list matters.
This has been signed, co-signed, and notaried, and this is it.
Signed, sealed, delivered. It's yours.
Just to recap: number 1, Dark Phoenix; number 2, Cassandra Nova; number 3, Poison Ivy; number 4, Amanda Waller; number 5, Elektra; number 6, Talia al Ghul; number 7, Anissa from Invincible; number 8, Cheetah; number 9, Killer Frost; and number 10, Catwoman. Yeah, guys, I think we did a better job than Games Radar.
We got to put a website up and just make just nothing but listicles.
This is fun.
That was good. That was good stuff.
Nice. Good job.
All right. Cool. All right. That was great.
Before we wrap up, because we're nearly done, I do want to give a shout out to James because he wanted me to mention Hellbound, and I put it in the title of the video because I saw it. I watched all 6 episodes today while I was working. Don't tell my boss. Uh, it was a lot more interesting because it was a slow day.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not know. First of all, I'm not even going to try pronouncing Korean names because I'm terrible at that.
Mm-hmm.
It's from the same director that did Train to Busan, and this is a dark fantasy thriller on Netflix. And I believe it surpassed Squid Game as the world's most watched show. It is based off the creator's own webtoon. So he made a webtoon, basically a manhwa or a Korean comic, and now he's adapting it to television. And it tells the story of it's an alternate reality where these supernatural beings show up, and somebody's condemned. They say it's an angel, but nobody knows. They condemn someone. They give them a sentence that they're going to hell in a certain amount of time. Like the voice would say, you're going to hell in 5 years' time at exactly this time and date, and it does happen. And these creatures appear, and I thought it was going to be like a rapture, and they just take you away. But no, these monsters are more like Hulk figures, and they just beat the living crap out of you, and essentially put their hands on you and burn you so much that all that's left is your charred skeleton. And everybody is going crazy, and this sort of cult forms around it. They believe that this is a godly, divine intervention and sign for everybody to behave and not cause any sins in the world. But there's a detective that sees things a little bit different and is going to prove them wrong. And a lot of interesting things happen. But I really enjoyed it. I didn't like the CG for the friggin' Hulk monsters. I'm going to try and look for a picture here. I thought it was the design themselves for the creatures. I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
But the actual drama and the characters and all the stuff that they're going through and the morality of the show when it comes to humans and the concept of sin, and there's also like mass hysteria that forms and public manipulation from social media, the government, cultish religions, and stuff like that, which was really interesting to analyze and enjoy. And I thought it was going to. I had the wrong impression when I first heard about Hellbound. I thought it was going to be like an action series of people fighting against monsters, but it's nothing like that. It's more of a drama about characters and this thing that is happening randomly. It could happen to anybody. And if it weren't for the final tease at the last episode, the show I was digging, but now I'm absolutely loving it, and I cannot wait for a second season. I loved how they ended the show and the promise of what's to come, which was really great. So definitely check it out. It's pretty violent. I'm not kidding. The Hulk monsters just beat the living shit out of people. Let me get the screen capture of that. Hellbound monsters.
I think I've seen the monsters, and I just remember seeing it going, this looks really cheap.
Yeah, it's not the best CG stuff,
Okay.
but what's the word I'm looking for? The plot is actually pretty cool. I hope I don't find any pictures spoiling stuff. Yeah, look at that. So they appear like that. They remind me more of golems, which is not bad, but like that's the design of the monster.
That's cool.
Okay. That's not too bad.
But they show up and they run like Incredible Hulk from the MCU for the first movie. Kind of reminded me of that, where they're running and stuff. I don't know. So they show up, these three giant dudes, and they just pummel you to the ground and kill you.
That's cool.
And here's the voice of what they interpret to be like a angel type being or something, announcing to the person like, you have been sentenced and you're going to hell and stuff like that. So part of it is trying to figure out, like, is it really a divine thing, or is it like a catastrophe that's happening, like an earthquake, for example, where you can't really stop it, that's for the audience to decide, I guess. But I think
And who asked you to talk about that today? You said James?
James mentioned it on the previous
Awesome.
episode, and I told him, yeah, I'm going to watch it and talk about it.
Good suggestion, James. Awesome.
And I've seen so much buzz around this online that I'm about to take the plunge and just try it, squeeze it into my insanely busy schedule as is.
It's good. Just ignore the okay-ish CGI when the monster shows up.
There's just so much to watch right now, man. I must be hopping around between 3 different series, and everything used to be like binge, where they would just drop everything at once, and now they realized obviously that hey, it's better to just do it one day at a week or once a week, and you get to the point where it's like okay. What comes out today? It's Wednesday. What comes out on Wednesday? What show is it morning show? Is it Bob's Burgers? You know, that's the discussion my wife and I have like every night. Where it's like, oh, what new episode came out this week?
My wife and I are having the same discussion almost every single. We have our list of stuff. There needs to
be, Lou. Let's do it. We'll make money off it. There needs to be a list of what comes out every day streaming, because I need that TV guide. There's no TV guide. There's no map or anything that says, hey, on Wednesdays it's the new episodes of Invincible, and on Thursdays it's the new episodes of Hawkeye or things like that. And it would constantly change because these shows are only like seasons are so long. It's Ted Lasso Friday. We got to make sure we watch Ted Lasso on Friday. Things like that. So
for us
it needs to be a list.
For us, it's Wednesday. Now there's Hawkeye. Thursday, my wife loves Grey's Anatomy, and I've actually been enjoying watching it with her. Yeah. Friday, we've got like 4 different shows that come out on Apple TV Plus that are just great stuff. They keep coming out with great content.
Apple TV is killing it.
So
everybody. They got
so good.
Ted Lasso, I thought was like the greatest thing in the world, and it is. I thought that was the only thing that Apple had to offer. Then Morning Show comes out, and it's fantastic. HBO Plus now has Curb Your Enthusiasm, and that's incredible.
Dexter is back, and Dexter is fucking great again.
Dexter's really good. HBO Plus is killing it also, because they also have my wife and I are watching Succession, which is really, really good too.
It's a good show.
It's so much good stuff going on.
Real quick, I forgot because I put it in the freaking thumbnail, so I do apologize. I'm going to go over this super quick.
Go for it.
Lou, did you read the winners for the Golden Joystick Awards that we talked about?
No.
I'm just going to read off a couple of the big winners.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second here to get the link again.
Which, by the way, I mentioned this briefly on Sunday. If you guys have not played Guardians of the Galaxy, you need to go fucking play Guardians of the Galaxy. It's so good.
Yeah. So best storytelling went to Life is Strange. Multiplayer game, It Takes Two. Best game expansion, Ghost of Tsushima, Iki Island expansion. Visual design, Ratchet and Clank.
I can't believe Ratchet and Clank is still around. Jesus.
It's good, man.
It's really good, the new one. PC Game of the Year, Hitman 3. Nintendo Game of the Year, Metroid Dread. Xbox Game of the Year, Psychonauts 2. PlayStation Game of the Year, Resident Evil Village. Most Wanted Game, Elden Ring. Critics' Choice Award, Deathloop. Ultimate Game of the Year, Resident Evil Village. Ultimate Game of All Time. What? Okay, Dark Souls. So there you go. Studio of the Year, Capcom. Stuff like that.
What does Most Wanted Game supposed to mean?
Like the most hyped for next year.
Oh, okay. I thought it was already out.
And Elden Ring looks fucking amazing. I'm taking a day off that day when that comes out.
Are you guys gonna watch Wheel of Time? It's not my thing, honestly. I don't know.
I wanted to start it. I just haven't found the time for it.
I just have a feeling I'm gonna jump into it like I did with Dune and be like 5 minutes later, like I don't know what's going on. Let's just go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. That's all we got. I tried to cover everything in the thumbnail and whatever we talked about tonight.
Good job, Gio, making it all make sense.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to the chat. You guys are great. We'll be back Friday because tomorrow's a holiday and there's no show. But we're going to make up for it and do the manga show on Friday and go over Christmas deals and Cyber Monday and Black Friday stuff, manga being released in December, recommendations, stuff like that, some announcements, all that fun stuff. As always, thank you for liking, for commenting, and being a part of this wonderful community. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Comics Guide 101 or Comics Guide, Lou, where can people find you on the internet?
Yeah, man, you can find me at Comics Guide 101 on YouTube and Comics Guide 101 on Twitter.
Nice. Gabe loves 90s comics. Buddy, where can people find you on the internet?
Hey, you guys can find me. Instagram is Gabe Loves 90s Comics. And then also on the Whatnot app as Ninja Comics, where I sell a lot of keys, a lot of CGC books, a lot of fun fill in the blank books of your collection type sales. So hit me up on both of those platforms.
Nice. And for myself, if you want to listen to some anime and manga talk, A Week in Geekdom here on YouTube. That's it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Stay safe. God bless. Talk to you on the next stream.
All right. Fingers crossed nobody gets food poisoning. That shit sucks after Thanksgiving.